What's up, future bankers? Welcome to Bankers Bootcamp, where we just don't learn finance, we weaponize it. Now, let's get one thing straight: investment banking isn't just a job, it's a world of high stake decisions, midnight deal making, billion-dollar transactions. And yes, pressure so intense it forges people like steel. And yet, most people who want to break into IB don't even know what truly IB is. I'm not here to sugarcoat this. I'm not here to gatekeep it. Because for the past 12 plus years, I've sat on the inside. ABN AMRO, Citi, Credit Suisse, Standard Chartered, Barclays. I've lived inside those glass towers where deals are closed, risks are measured, and careers are either launched or crushed. I've spent days in equity research, building forecasts that CEO make real world decisions on, spent nights in corporate finance, dissecting financials to tell whether a firm will build a future or destroy value, and countless hours in risk management, making sure that the bank doesn't bleed money faster than it can count it. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds intense. Is it even worth chasing? And the answer is yes, if you are built for it. But here's the good news: you don't have to be born into Wall Street. You don't need a last name that screams legacy. You need clarity, obsession, and the right roadmap. This channel isn't here to throw some random finance words at you. This is your boot camp, where we decode, demystify, and dominate the path to investment banking, CFA, and FRM. Plain English, real stories, insider playbooks. No fluff, no shortcuts, just raw career defining truth. And in today's video, we are going deep. What exactly is investment banking? What are the different roles? How do you break in, especially if you didn't go to Wharton or LSE or Oxford? What are the skills, the mistakes, and the mindset? Because if I was starting from scratch today, without a fancy last name, without a target school, and without a single contact in the industry, here's exactly how I'd do it. And I'm giving that to you right now. So stay logged in, take notes, because this isn't theory. This is exactly what works. Now let's get into it. Well, now if you think I had it easy, let me stop you right there. I wasn't born into this world. I didn't come from a fancy big school or a legacy family of bankers. I'm in fact a mechanical engineer from JSS Noida, a UPTU college now called GBTU. Not NIT, not NITs. But what I had was curiosity and later obsession. In fact, I began my career in an IT firm working on aerospace engineering projects. And trust me, airplanes were cool, but something else was pulling me harder. Now one day I came across this beautiful book, The Pursuit of Happiness. This book didn't just change my outlook, it rewired me. That hunger, that hustle, that leap from the edge, it mirrored something I always felt for finance. And in that moment, I made a decision. I am shifting from aerospace to investment banking. My first entry, ABN AMRO. I was just a junior business analyst in equity research. There, I ensured that the reports going to the senior management weren't just pretty PDFs, but financially accurate, insightful, and decision ready. Alongside that, I worked closely with the front office teams, making sure that systems were robust enough to handle smooth trade bookings across the desks. And then came a project in my life on corporate finance. That was the first time I saw how financial statements were transformed into investment grade financial models. That moment, that spark I was in. But soon I hit a wall. My learning curve plateaued. I realized if I want to swim with sharks, I better sharpen my teeth. So I went all in. MBA in finance from IIM Shillong. And during that journey, I also cracked my CFA level 1. That combo gave me the momentum I needed. Post MBA, I stepped into Citi, working in credit and market risk. My job? To ensure that the bank didn't bleed during the market crashes. I handled expected versus unexpected losses, VAR models, and stress test validations that literally safeguarded billions. From there, I moved to Credit Suisse, then Standard Chartered, going deeper into credit risk. I worked on capital adequacy, Tier 1 and Tier 2 ratios, and Basel 2.5 implementations. Now, if all of these sound jargons to you, please don't worry, Bankers Bootcamp is going to take care of all of that. Now, this was when I began to understand risk not just as a concept, but as a weapon, a lens through which bank either win or get wiped. And then came my final transition, and honestly, my favorite, Barclays Market Risk. Here I led the charge on things like G10 transitions, full reval methodology, and the beast itself. Fundamental review of trading book, FRTB implementation. The complexity was insane, the responsibility even more. During this phase, I also earned my FRN charter, but more importantly, I found my calling. Risk wasn't just a job to me anymore. It became my zone, my arena, my edge. So, yeah, when I say investment banking isn't just one path, I mean it. It's a universe. And I didn't just visit it, I lived it, one galaxy at a time. Now, what IB really offers you, and how do you break in? So, now that you know how I got here, let's talk about what here actually is. Because investment banking isn't just one monolith, it's an ecosystem, a chessboard, a battlefield of brains, and every piece has a purpose. Now, let me break it down for you, piece by piece. The very first piece, M&A, mergers and acquisitions. These are like the warriors. They work on companies' buyouts, consolidations, hostile takeovers. It's the ultimate power game. Think, how do we acquire a company worth 10 billion and make it worth 15? The second piece, equity research. These are like the snipers, laser focused analysts breaking down companies' reports, projecting earnings, dissecting market moves. They write the reports traders read before placing multi-million dollar bets. The third piece, corporate finance. The architects, structuring capital, optimizing balance sheets, planning IPOs. You want to know how companies raise billions? These are the builders behind it. The fourth piece, my favorite, risk management, the shields. This was my domain. We made sure that the bank doesn't implode because of one bad decision. Value at risk, credit exposure, capital adequacy. We protect the empire. The fifth piece, fixed income and sales and trading. The tacticians navigating bonds, treasuries, currencies, fast, precise, relentless. One wrong trade and the ripple could shake markets. Now let's get real. Why does everyone want in? Why is IB this mythical destination? Yeah, the money is real. The bonus is wild. But here's what no one tells you. IB teaches you to think in billions. You don't just analyze numbers, you predict outcomes. You connect dots across industries, countries, and timelines. You learn velocity. The pace is brutal, but it trains your brain to process fast and execute faster. You gain proximity. You work with the top decision makers, not beneath them. Your work has weight. It moves capital. It creates impact. And let's not lie, the prestige sticks. Once you have been in IB, doors open. Period. So now the question is, how do you get in? And I'm going to be honest, it's tough, it's competitive, but it's not impossible, and definitely not reserved only for the Ivy League kids. Here are the 5 real entry points. Number 1, internships. If you're still in college, this is your golden gate. Apply to off-cycle internships, boutique firms, even shadowing gigs. Show hustle before you show a degree. Number 2, MBA programs. This is how I re-entered. An MBA in finance from a solid school like IIM Shillong, paired with the CFA level 1, changed the game for me. Number 3, certifications. CFA, FRM, financial modeling, Python for finance. These don't guarantee a job, but they signal obsession. They get you shortlisted. Number 4, side projects. Start a Substack, breaking down companies. Build a DCF model on Tesla. Make a mini portfolio and publish your rationale. This proves you're not just talking the talk. Number 5, referrals and networking, cold callings, DMs, LinkedIn posts, virtual coffee chats. People don't realize networking isn't just a cheat code, it's a game itself. Learn to play it without being spammy. Now let's bust some myths that stop people before they even start. I didn't go to IIT, or at least NIT, so I can't get in. Neither did I. Still made it to 5 global banks. I don't have finance in my blood. Neither did I. I started in aerospace, remember? IB is only for extroverts. Wrong. IB is only for thinkers, executors, people who can handle pressure. Whether you are loud or quiet doesn't matter. Can you deliver? That's a real question. Oh, this is my favorite. I'm too late to start. Unless you are retiring next week, you're not. The doors are still open. You just need to knock differently. Hey, now listen. If you're watching this and still feeling intimidated, I get it. IB looks like a fortress from outside. But once you understand the pieces, the strategy, the mindset, it becomes a game you can play. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be obsessed with progress. Curious, strategic, relentless. Because IB doesn't just give you a job, it gives you a new lens to view the world. And once you see it, trust me, you can never unsee it. What I'd do if I started today? Alright, let's get tactical. If I had to start from scratch today, no connections, no fancy tag, no fancy background, here's exactly what I'd do. No vague advices, no believe in yourself slogans, just moves. Smart, strategic, game changing moves. Step 1, learn the battlefield. First 2 weeks, pure research. I would go down the IB rabbit hole, understand the ecosystem like a general studies a battlefield. I would map the key divisions: M&A, equity research, fixed income, risk, corporate finance. Learn who does what, where the demand is, and what fits me. I would binge content, but not passively. Every video, I would take notes, like my life depended on it. Every term I don't understand, Investopedia, Wikipedia. Every confusion, I would write it down and tackle it like a case. Why? Because if you don't know the battlefield, you can't win the war. Step 2, build fluency. Now I'd move to the technical fluency. Learn the language of the field. Financial statements, ratios, DCF, LBO, comparable valuation, VAR, CVAR, Basel III, Basel IV, FRTB, Excel modeling basics. I would pick one free resource and go deep. No 10 YouTube tabs open. One great course, one notebook, total focus. And then practice explaining things out loud. Pretend you are teaching it to a 10-year-old. If you can't explain it simply, you don't get it yet. Remember, fluency beats complexity. Step 3, build presence and projects. Now here's where the 90% aspirants fall off. They learn, but they don't show what they have learned. I would build a LinkedIn presence, not cringe quotes, but real content. Break down an IPO in 5 slides. Analyze a company's Q2 earnings. Build a small equity research report. No one's doing this. You instantly stand out. Because guess what? Recruiters Google you. And when they do, you better look like someone they would want on the desk. 4. Network like an asset. Then I'd go hunting. Smart networking, not spam. Cold messages to alumni. Hey, I loved your post on XYZ. I'm starting in finance and curious how you got into risk at Barclays. Mind sharing your journey over a quick call? Target analysts, associates, not MDs. Keep your ask light, your curiosity sharp. And after every call, send a thank you note, mention something you learned, and ask for one actionable next step. Be a person, not a pitch. Relationships build careers. If I could go back, I wouldn't chase perfection. I would chase obsession. I would chase momentum. Because the world doesn't need more qualified candidates. It needs hungry ones, curious ones who show up daily and ask, what can I master today that 85% of the people will ignore? If that's you, then this channel is your battleground. Bankers Bootcamp. Let's build your legacy. one move at a time. If this video sparked something in you, drop a note in the comments and tell me which IB role are you chasing. And don't just watch and bounce. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon because this is just the beginning. Next up, we are diving deep into CFA versus FRM, which one truly aligns with your dream path in finance. Bankers Bootcamp isn't just a content, it's a movement, and you just signed in. Keep grinding, keep learning, because out there, someone's building your dream job, unless you get to it first. This is Bankers Bootcamp, and your legacy starts here.